I got to thinking. I want it. I want it. I want 10K. I want 25K. I want 50K. I want 100K. I want 250K and above. We all want these things. Secretly. There's nobody that I know right now that wishes that the alarm clock woke them up in the middle, in the start of the day, that wishes they had to pay medical bills, they had to pay for their medical. I'm in a position now because of what I did and because of what I sacrificed that I don't pay anything for medical bills. Neither does my wife. So that's one component that I don't have to worry about. I sacrificed, I did the work, I walked the walk, I talked the talk. Think about it. If you didn't have to pay medical bills right now at all, under any conditions, you get a cold, you get a shot, you don't get a shot, you stub your toe, you don't have to pay anything for medical bills. How much would your life change? Now think about this. Think about the fact that you have time. No. You're always talking about the time you don't have. I work so hard. I don't have time. Everybody doesn't have any time. But we make time for our priorities. We make time for what we want. I've been married 3 times, and no wife that I had ever could say they didn't get or receive something from me. I paid for hair. I paid for phones. I paid for fingernails, pedicures, manicures, because I loved who I was with, and I wanted them to have those things. And I had no time. But I made time for that because that person was a priority in my life. Now, many of you know I'm married for the 4th time. 63 years old now. And I don't have 50 years, but I have some time. Excuse me. I have time. You have time. What do I mean by that? So as long as your standard is that you don't do network marketing, as long as your standard is this a scam, as long as your standard is you're looking for the Latino people, the Asian people, the white people, there ain't no black people in this. If that's your standard, that's what you receive. You see, what I see is I look into My Daily Choice and I see all the black people. I see all the white people. I see all the Asians. I see everything that everybody's doing because that's their standard. You don't get what you want. You get what your standard is. See, my standard is that I'm with the right person. I'm going to be with the right person. I'm going to love the right person. She's going to love me. That's my standard. That's what I have. What is your standard? Your standard is, well, I'm going to work the business when I get a chance. I'm going to do this thing until I make a lot of money. You got the, what's the word? The standard of give me something. The lottery standard. Just because you paid $300 or $400 or $500 or whatever dollars you paid, doesn't mean money's going to fall out of the trees from heaven. You've got to do, this is network marketing. It means you got to talk to somebody. You don't have to convince anybody. You're not selling to anybody. You're telling your story because of what you use. You use the essential oils. Your house smells good. You use the 1500 or 750 or 500 oil on your body. You rubbed it on your body. You drank some. You put some in your mouth and let it sit there for a minute, and then you swallowed it. You use the relief cream on your knee, on your back of your legs. You did the things that you have a story to tell. See, if somebody says, I don't have no story to tell, that's because you haven't used the products. If you use the products, you would have a story to tell because you would be motivated based upon what you did. I don't believe in a cash X. I don't believe in crypto. Have you done it? I don't believe in relief cream and all that stuff. Have you used it? That's CBD is just a fad. Have you consumed it? What's my home got to do with anything? Have you been in some people's homes? You walk in their home and their home smells like a garbage dump. They need essential oils. You can't tell them they need essential oils. You can only talk about your home and what your home smells like. But you can't talk about what it smells like. You can't talk about the focus, the energy, the restore, the chakra blends, the single purchases of oil, such as the lemon, you can't talk about that if you don't buy it, if you've never bought it. As long as as long as what we get every month through AutoShip, through loyalty rewards, okay? Loyalty rewards, that's free stuff. You just need to be on AutoShip. By the way, being on AutoShip is what gets you to binary. You wonder why you don't get binary? It's because it's a chore for you to be on AutoShip. You make it a chore for everybody else to be on AutoShip. You're happy when somebody buys something one time and you think you got something. You ain't got nothing. They buy next month, the month after that, then you got something. Because that can influence your binary. 1K, 5K, 10K, whatever K that you want to be, it's got to start with you. We don't get what we have time for. We get what our standard is and what our priority is. My priority is I will be in shape. My priority was for me to get my son where he needs to be. He's where he needs to be now. Now I can go back to my body. I can beef up my body because that's my standard. I pass my standard down to him. That's why he looks the way he looks. Yes, he's all natural. No TRT, no testosterone, no injections. He's eating a bunch of food and he's working out. He's worked out for 10 years. When he started working out, he was fat. He was obese. But he decided that he needed to do something. That became his standard. He plays guitar like he's on TV because that's his standard. He has a beautiful girlfriend because that's his standard. His mind is the way that it is. He went ahead and graduated a major university because that's his standard. None of us have time for anything. He played for 2 churches. Guitar, lead guitarist, bassist. That's his standard. My daughter, she graduated a major university with honors. Got her pre-med en route to getting her medical degree because that's her standard. What is your standard? Do you have a standard? Or you just wake up like an empty styrofoam cup blowing in the wind? Get a standard. Get a standard. I want to see everybody at the top. My standard is I have a team. My standard is I needed to get 3 hotel rooms for my people. That's my standard. That's my standard. What is your standard? Do you have a standard? Do you have a standard? We don't get the things done that we have time for. We get the things done that become our standard. My son didn't know he was going to look like he did in 10 years. But he developed a standard. I didn't know I was going to be in a situation where I would not be having to pay for medical stuff at all. Now that's become my standard. You know? I didn't know. I haven't had a job since 2010. I like it that way. I had a girlfriend that once told me that she wouldn't be with a man that didn't work. Okay, well, she's not with me right now. I don't work. But now I make easily much more than what she makes, and she works. Because my standard is different than hers. Here's coming back at you. We'll talk to you later.